So with the sequel of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse having came out yesterday, I thought after a long 5-year wait, I'd give my spoiler review on the movie. And oh my god. Okay, so Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is one of my favorite superhero movies ever, if not my favorite Spider-Man movie. But man, this movie blew it out the water by like a lot. So in Across the Spider-Verse, there are like a lot of spider people. Like, I mean, I think the creators of the film said there are about like 280 models for certain Spider-Man characters. I'll try not to go too deep into spoilers in this one, even though this is a spoiler review, just because I think everyone should be able to enjoy this movie without spoilers enough as it is. Like, TikTok and YouTube are already doing that job for anybody, and it's definitely doing a good one, because I got caught lacking twice. But I digress. For those of you under the impression that this movie is going to be primarily centered around Miles, would for the most part be right, but in all honesty, I was completely shocked at the fact that a lot more character work and development for characters like Gwen. Like, I never thought in a million years that Gwen would get this much development and this much attention to detail about her depth and backstory, especially leading to her upbringing into the Spider Society, being recruited by Miguel O'Hara. And don't get me started on Miguel. Oh my god. Miguel is his own category, honestly. Spider-Man 2099 is more menacing than the actual villain in this movie. Straight Black Air Force energy from beginning to end. I swear, bro was just like...
Respect every single Spider-Man in here. Does that include me?
No, you fuck! Pav was also a really good inclusion. I really enjoyed the Spider-Man of Mumbai. I think the way he was animated and designed was honestly really cool and unique, and I think he had the most interesting animations as far as his movement and swinging. Spider-Punk was also like very different, and for a wacky comic book movie, I found it very interesting, like in the ways that he was different. It was just very charming in the ways that you think that he's kind of gonna be a foil to Miles, but ends up being a great ally and sometimes even a mentor. Peter B. Parker is back here, and while I do like the inclusion of his kid, I mean,
it's all right. Like,
if you like the humor in the first movie, then this one will not disappoint, especially because I feel like the characters are a lot more consistent in tone, so I feel like when they do use humor, it works very effectively, especially in banter with each other. In the first film, I heard some complaints were that Spider-Man Noir, Penny Parker, Spider-Ham like didn't need to be there, or that they felt like they were there for just a laughing stock. And this one, while there's still, I think, more humor in this film than the last, in my opinion, it works a lot better. In my theater, there wasn't a single joke that didn't land, and that may change upon rewatch, but we'll have to see. But with the characters being great, I feel like the story also is a great service to the characters because it carries so much more weight than I think the last film did. Man, when he broke the news down to Miles, bro, that intervention scene had me hot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt a bead of sweat roll down my... At the end of the day, the bare minimum that it does is give Miles more definition. If you loved Miles in the last movie, you're gonna love him more here. I completely forgot about the spot. Alright, so the spot at first, like, he's played on as like kind of a joke, and I think that the gag was definitely you know, entertaining. It was fun as he establishes himself more as the movie goes on. I found it really interesting and how he tied into the first movie.
Or is it the bagel?
just like
I don't know. I mean, he didn't really become menacing until like midway through, and I honestly found him to be pretty scary at times. While he is the villain of the movie, he was slightly overshadowed by Miguel. You know, I don't know how to explain it. The conflict with Miles and Miguel O'Hara, I just found it to be more dramatic, and I just found Miguel as a character to be more menacing as a foil to Miles, or as a challenge to his beliefs and morals and character as a whole, than, you know, Spot. But that's not to say he was bad. I guess I have to watch the movie again. I mean, I guess that's all I have to say about the movie. Alright, with all that being said, if you like the video, like, subscribe, share to a friend if you can. Thank you for watching. Be safe, be healthy, and have a great day.